If you read the mainstream news, everything is perfect in Canada. But you and I know it's not. Dan McTeague is going to be joining me in a second. Before that, subscribe. Please become a member because we need to stay on the air because there's so many issues that just do not get airtime or print time. One of them is the Prime Minister and immigration. Virtually everybody in Buckhorn knows there's a problem with immigration, who we are bringing in and who we are giving thousands of dollars to. The Prime Minister doesn't seem to know it's an issue.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, because he doesn't know where they are. And those who are supposed to be returned.
Well, there are hundreds of thousands of people.
We don't know. Look, we had a population of what, 36 million in 2015, remember?
Yes.
Because it's 2015, sunny ways. We have 42 million today, 7 million. So an increase of what, 18, 20% of your population in a span of about a decade or a little less?
And it's not the people we need, like nurses or other technicians that we need in Canada. Is people who want to serve pizzas. I know that.
Yeah, listen, you need to have those, but the reality is that even your own department's advice to the Prime Minister and to Cabinet was, please do not take more than 400,000 in every year. That's fine, we can manage that, even despite COVID and despite the impact on our social safety net. But to triple that number just because you're trying to be cool and trendy, make a couple of colleges happy, or maybe get a new voter base in 10 years from now, that's not acceptable because it's destroyed the country and it's made a mockery of those who thought they would come to this country for a better place and a better lifestyle, and they too have been betrayed.
Or you hear from people who are first-generation immigrants. Yeah. They don't like what's going on either because it's just the unskilled or the uncouth coming from another civilization. Yeah. If you come from Afghanistan, where women are not allowed to speak outside the house, you have a certain view of women. You bring that here. You don't change when you come to Canada. So then, how can this Prime Minister survive when there's so many problems and he's not dealing with it?
Well, it's all op-eds and perhaps little snippets of media pieces he does every once in a while. It's been Prime Minister for 6 months. Nothing's happened. He's done nothing. He's increased the debt. The numbers on immigration don't change. We still have the net zero EV mandates. We have the carbon tax floating out there because you're paying a second carbon tax, the output-based pricing system, and you're also paying a clean fuel standard tax. So nothing has changed. What is happening is that we simply stepped on the accelerator to get a lot quicker and a lot closer to that brick wall.
Well, we were sold a bill of goods saying, elbows up, I'm the guy that can deal with Trump. It's clear now he can't deal with Trump. So they're going on to other issues. But do you think then, you've been in caucus, you've been in leaderships, do you think that Carney can survive, or is the Liberal Party so moribund, is the caucus so gutless that he'll be there?
Well, I think the caucus and the party should have disappeared in the last election. I assume that would be the case. It turned out to be the NDP. But the reality is that when you have new Democrat votes going back to the center and voting for the Liberals, which weren't at the center but at the far left, you now know that they're caught. They're caught by, basically, hoisted on their own petard, as we used to say. The fact is, people have put a lot of faith in this idea that Mark Carney would be the best thing since sliced bread, and now, of course, we find ourselves in a worse position than we were just a few months ago.
Yeah, moldy bread.
Moldy bread.
Not even sliced. Dan McTeague. You're good. This is terrible. Thanks very much. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.